WalkingDeadFamily.com would like to introduce you to the Veranda, the larger of the two bed and breakfasts in the downtown Senoia area. For those who've never stayed in a bed and breakfast and might be intimidated by this new experience, we'll describe in detail what you could expect at this one. We begin our tour with the main floor parlors. This video was shot on a Tuesday after the 11 a.m. checkout time, so although you won't see any guests in our videos, they're always welcome to gather in these areas. The biggest difference between staying at a hotel and staying at a B&B is that a bed and breakfast is more akin to staying at a friend's house. This one is unique in that it was actually built in 1906 to be a hotel, so you might find it more roomy than most. It also has a historical significance because Margaret Mitchell, the author of Gone with the Wind, came here to interview Confederate veterans who held yearly reunions here, for reference while she was writing the novel. When you first arrive at the Veranda, you are instructed to call the owner from the outside, where they will meet you and bring you in for check-in. You'll pay your bill up front in full at this little corner desk before being taken to your room and given the keys to both your room and the side door to the house so the house can be secured at night. The front door is always kept locked. This is the common television parlor guests can use since most guest rooms don't have their own TVs. This is common for bed and breakfasts, but the Veranda does offer free Wi-Fi, so you can watch video on your mobile device in your room, but just be mindful of the volume. Through the arched doors is the house kitchen, where you'll find an ice machine and a fridge stocked with soda and water for guests. Outside the kitchen, to the left and right, are common-use bathrooms, just outside the dining room where breakfast is served every morning at 9 a.m., except for Mondays when guests are provided a voucher for breakfast at the coffee shop on Main Street. In a moment, we'll take a peek into some of the guest rooms, but before that, let's head upstairs to take a quick look at the game area between rooms 3 and 4 at the front of the house. Guest rooms 1 and 2 are the only guest rooms on the main floor, and they're across the hall from the television parlor. They both have queen beds and share a connecting door, so this pair of rooms is great for a family. Room 2 has the additional unique feature of an original clawfoot tub, the only guest room at the Veranda that has one. Room 3 was occupied during our stay, but here's the photo from the Veranda's website that describes this room as a king bed with full bath. It's one of the larger south-facing rooms. Room 4 is the other large south-facing room. As a fan of The Walking Dead, you might be wondering if any room in particular is better than another, and room 4, being in the southwest corner, is the only room with a view of anything Walking Dead related. From the south-facing window, you can clearly see Broad Street and the entrance to Gin Street, so you'd be able to see if anything was going on at the Alexandria set by monitoring right out your own window for the black or white transport vans used by production. As always, if you do see something going on there, keep your distance and remain respectful to the cast, crew, and locals at all times. Room 6 was also occupied during our stay, but in the photo from the Veranda's website, you can see the room appointed with unique antique furnishings and fixtures. It's described as a queen room with a full bath. Room 8 is another spacious queen room with the unique feature of having the only jetted tub in the house. Room 9 is the only double room and the only guest room with a television. It should be perfect for kids. Although you may think a bed and breakfast could be noisy or lack privacy, we didn't find that to be true during our stay, though admittedly several rooms were empty at the time. The 100-year-old wood floors do creak quite a lot, and we have heard the first floor rooms can get quite a bit of noise from foot traffic and the television parlor across the hall. So unless stairs are a concern or you need the adjoined rooms, we'd recommend a second floor room. The Veranda is less than a 5-minute walk to any Main Street location, so if you so choose, you can park your car in the back gravel lot and not drive again until you leave. Some key comparisons between the Veranda and the closest competitor accommodation, the Culpeper, are that the Veranda is much larger with much larger rooms, and it's much more like a traditional hotel stay. Although the Culpeper is closer to the action at the Gin property, some major considerations are that they only accept cash, they do not have Wi-Fi, and they don't provide a way to lock your room. We hope you have enjoyed our first-person look at the Veranda Historic Bed and Breakfast of Senoia. Be sure to check out our other Walking Dead and Senoia-related videos. Thank you for watching.